Gaming, and welcome to another fantastic edition of the Final Fantasy Randomizer Spring Tournament. Kraken Games is the theme this year. We're going to see a lot of squids, a lot of action, and a lot of fun right here in the booth. I'm Darkmoon EX, joined in that booth by Rojo. Don't call him Rojo. How's it going over there, Roj?
It's going pretty well. Seems like we've got an interesting little setup tonight. The ST flags overall pretty fun to run, but runners can also agree to parties or make flag changes as well, some minor flag changes. It looks like today we've got some set parties ahead of us.
We do. This is a party that Sawneyrath loves. He's run a few times, I've run a few times, we run against each other. Thief, triple black mage. Oh, and unfortunately I saw the blur-syncs that we have live for this one. And the Thief, who is supposed to be our melee carry, kind of a crap melee carry today. He has a negative 10 strength.
That's tough. That's not what you want to see. I mean, the Thief, you're going to be relying on crit to some extent anyway, but you really would like him to at least have base strength. It's like just one less charge a bonk or temper or something that you got to worry about. Yeah,
their luck is great. I think they even got a 15% luck boost, and like, overall, they're going to be fine. Their running and ducking and everything else is going to be just fine. But, yeah, that strength, they're going to need a whole lot more tempers and sabers if they're going to get that going. So let's just hope that the black magic is good.
Yeah, the early game is really going to hinge on that. Do we know what the blessings were for the black mages?
The malice was a negative strength, which doesn't matter. I think it was just stats that you don't care about for the black mage.
Okay, I mean that's good then. That's a good enough start. Hopefully for at least as far as the party select screen goes. Yeah, you really just cross your fingers you don't get that -4 MP malice, because that's bad news.
Yeah, no, they didn't get the MP. I was really hoping they'd have something like more fun, so that their thief would be really playable, but we're gonna have to keep an eye on that strength one, because okay, you temper them enough, it's fine, but you really kind of wish you didn't have to deal with that. Couldn't this be the one where I just get the pro ring one, the negative pro ring? Like, come on.
Yeah. The weapon selection could be good as well. Oh, and we're off. Never mind. Let's see what we got here.
It's a fair point. If they get like a bonus katana or a bonus Mazda or something, probably not a big deal. Okay, Quad X Fire 3. Probably won't even see them check the white magic because they're never going to be able to use it. But those are some great spells to have start off. Quad X is going to kill that Garland.
Yeah, I mean, I would not be disappointed with this spell selection whatsoever.
Wood armor +4. Thief can't wear a lot, but getting a +4 on some armor right there, that's 8 points of extra defense. That's practically like, what, like a decent chainmail or something right there? That's it.
It's pretty close, yeah. I mean, this is looking like a really nice start for these runners here. Except for maybe these imps.
Well, okay, so they ran from it, and I can't blame them for that, but, I mean, if you had to take a popcorn pack, that's the pack to take early on.
Yeah, and I mean, you got so many charges of magic with all the black mages that, you can spend a couple getting through Toph.
All you need is one Quad X, you're gonna be fine. Ooh, $7,000, that's their spending cash for Provoker right there.
Yeah, that is one thing that you gotta watch out for. The spells can get a little expensive when you have this many mages if you intend to use them all, so having that money is gonna be great for the early game.
I mean, we saw that right at the starting town. Normally you're able to buy all the magic you need there, but because of 3 black mages, I don't think they could pick up all 3 Quad X's and Fires they probably wanted.
Now, actually, I almost wouldn't be surprised if we see one of these black mages take a nap at some point here, just to get some extra XP on that thief. Maybe get him to the 400 HP threshold, and there we go, Canoe and Key right away.
Canoe and Key.
That's amazing. Why not in my runs?
Right? Okay, let's actually... Well, it's an upside-downside kind of thing. Because now the Circle C is kind of open to you in all regards. So if you, like, for instance, let's say that Ship or Canal is loose and you're going to need that to get out, you pretty much have any place on the Circle C it could be. All the key locks, all the dungeons, like, not necessarily the thing I want.
That's true. It does complicate the choice matrix a little bit. I don't know if you saw, we got an opal bracelet right in the Canary locked. So, I mean, that thief is looking better and better by the minute.
Heck yeah. So yeah, I don't mind this, but this does complicate things a little. Now, so with the key available to us, and in search of those loose items, I kind of feel like we're probably, if it was me, I'd be taking the Dwarf and Astos side of the world after hitting Provoca, and checking all the key locks along the path to see if the loose is there.
Yeah, I mean, I certainly can't blame you. I sometimes like to live dangerously and jump into Ice Cave at level 5, but that's provided I have, like a house and ideally exit or warp.
Yeah, and I think you could, potentially with the spells that we have. Fire 3 is going to be good against the Ice Cave enemies, for the most part. And Quad X is probably going to be able to kill some of the stuff that's there that isn't undead. It's a possibility. I'd reevaluate, certainly, once we know what our magic situation is at Provoca. I like the early Ice Cave dive. I will do the stupid early Ice Cave dive. It's spicy and it's fun. I kind of feel like the seed is pointing us towards key locks, though.
Yeah, that's what Sonny's about to check. Doing the cheeky toe locked here. Looks like
ooh, Quad X that. Go. No. Okay. He probably just has to reset and go back to Canaria if there's nothing here.
Yeah, I didn't quite see Matoya's closet. I didn't think there was anything too crazy in there.
I didn't see it.
Alright, level 2 black magic we've got. Hey, Fire 2 and Cake. It's not as good, but it's still okay.
Cake is fine for Lich and some of the undead. Again, Ice Cave if you really wanted to. Fire 2's a nice backup. You could stagger your Fire 2s and Fire 3s against some of the enemies that are there. Like, it's fine backup. This is definitely a supplemental level, though.
For sure. And it looks like, Sonny's going to take advantage of these Agamas. Get some early levels here, which I think it's a great idea. Yep,
he's taking the Quad X-able Agamas. And honestly, you come back here anytime you feel like you need levels. This is actually a great spot for it, because let's say you do a Toph dive and you realize that, like, Kraken is nasty and you need some more levels. You don't even have to go far. You're right here.
Yeah, it's perfect. And yeah, Oxyel from Bicky there, somewhat appropriate, nautical theme. Character giving us a nautical themed item.
Well, and then we saw that the crystal is there at the shop for 23 Thou. It's actually going to be in a good place for that, because he did that little quick, cheeky Agama grind. He probably has the money already to go buy that.
Yeah, he probably does, and this is a situation where you can, maybe fall into a little bit of a trap, just in the sense of if you decide to go do the pop grind or something like that to get that crystal or grind here for money on, ogres, rather than, if you don't have that knowledge about the Agamas, you're going to spend a lot of time messing with this stuff instead of taking the easy way, as you know.
Yeah. Well, and it's not like the spells you have are bad for a pop grind. Fire 2, Fire 3, the Frost Wolves that are there, the Zombles that are there, they're susceptible. It's a good set of spells for it. You're probably sitting there going, this is what the Seed wants me to do. No, the Seed wants you to go to Topher and go kill Agamas with Quad X.
Yep.
Oops, who knew? It's funny how that works out.
Yeah, and actually now that Sonny does have those levels, that makes the potential Ice Cave play seem even better.
Yeah, like if you're gonna do it, I don't hate it now, and it allows you to say, for instance, you find like TNT or adamant from one of the next checks that we get. You don't have to double dip dwarves like you might have if you decide to go check the key lock first.
Yeah, and actually, Rubes had more money than I realized. They didn't take him very long to get that money for the crystal, so I think this definitely.
I'm sorry, you go ahead.
I was just gonna say, the crystal definitely points you away from Ice Cave, though, for sure.
Well, and the nice thing about the ogres and creeps that are around in this area is they are pretty lucrative to kill, so. I think Sonic just picked up his crystal.
I didn't quite see, but I would assume so. He should have had plenty of money.
If he didn't have before, he has it after the pirates, because the pirates are worth the money. Yeah, as Admiral Tryhard's pointing out, one of the benefits of this particular party that they've taken is it's a lot of running.
Oh, yeah. I mean, You hate to see the unrunnables when you have a party like this, which, you know, we haven't seen any yet, I don't think, which is good. But, yeah, for everything else, you're just going to zoom.
I think this is the kind of party where you run from everything you can and literally burn everything else.
Yeah, for sure.
Kill it with fire. Yeah, there was confirmation he had 30k, so Sonny got his crystal, which gets him his canal. He good to go. So I'm assuming Rubes has that canal at this point too. Yep, there we go.
I think he does, yeah.
Yeah.
I was looking somewhere else, but I'm like 99% sure you wouldn't have skipped it.
Pretty sure he went up there, so we'll just count it.
Yeah,
He's checking these warp caves and just some couch cash.
Yeah, I mean, you know, listen, level 3, level 4 magic, that's going to be very expensive. So, yeah, hopefully Dwarves has a little bit more stuff. Because, you know, you're looking at 20, 30k here, probably, potentially.
He's got the key locks he can check. He's going to find some stuff. He's going to at least find some stuff he can sell, if nothing else. Oh, rack hammer or axe. That's nice. That's putting those fiend ones on the table that you worried about whether or not you can kill them.
Yeah, and hey, an ice shield +4 is good for later, too.
Yeah, the ice toboggan is a really nice pickup right there. That's going to be a great shield for when you class change that ninja, and you are going to class change that ninja. There's no doubt about that. Hooray!
Yeah, I mean, like, failing a Maza pickup, I think you're really going to need to get that tail at some point.
Well, bear in mind, you don't have as much strength as you might have expected, so you have to buff more, which means you need to have better defense.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Although it does, we do have some buffs for the Thief in these flags. We've got some extra agility, which is, I hear, about the same as one ruse stack. So that,
that's nice.
Defense-wise, that does help.
Yeah, that helps a lot. So we also got the Iron Armor +4 over at Astos. Seriously, this ninja is going to have some really nice end-game gear, because Iron Armor +4, you throw a ribbon on top of that, you've got what you need. You don't need much better. You can find much better, but you don't need it.
Yeah, I think an Iron Armor +4 is basically like Flame Armor or Ice Armor without the resist.
Something like that. Yeah. Oh, +3, but still, like, that's like, unless you find a good plus on, like, an Iron Flame or Ice armor, then you're more than likely just going to stick with that Iron, because it's good.
Yeah,
It'll do.
Sure.
Yeah. That'll do. Oh, crack Rurus. Well, that's
not
gross.
what you want to see.
No, well, you got a mage and a thief. What more? You don't need anything else.
Right. This is the plan all along.
Yeah, Sonny's going to go check and see spells. He's got the levels to cast level 3, maybe level 4. He's kind of hoping to find, like, Warp here. Finds Bane and Temper, which, those are nice. Come on, Warp level 4.
Yeah, I mean, Warp level 4 seals the deal. Maybe throw another Sweeper in there as well.
Yeah. Yeah, just Warp before he goes into Marsh Cave, and his exit out's going to be a whole heck of a lot faster. Silver's +3 for 1,700.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And if you're wondering why Sonny doesn't check the item shop, it's because he already knows where the item is and he bought it. And Ice 3, so no Warp, but I don't mind the complement of spells they have.
Yeah, I mean, you can get a lot done with an Ice 3 by itself, and then you've got the Fire for basically everything else. So
and a Brack Axe. And then they got Temper, they don't have Fast yet, and they don't have Nuke yet. And those are the keys to what we're looking for. There's gonna come a point soon where he's already dived March and he's already dived Ice Cave, where the value of Warp greatly diminishes.
Yeah, my number one reason that I like Warp is I find it offensive to my taste to have to walk out of Waterfall.
I mean, yeah, walking out Waterfalls kind of sucks, although it's good if you need a quick walking grind, because the enemies there are worthwhile. It's good, like, it's nice to have it for ordeals, but the more dungeons you complete where Warp would actually be useful, the less you actually care whether or not you find it.
Yeah.
So.
No, we did get a ruby in Marsh here. I can't do anything with that just yet. We're gonna need a boat, but guess it's maybe nice to have. We'll see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that leaves us with Sages and Ice Cave, where we know an item is going to be, and then whatever turn-ins come from that. Bearing in mind that at this point, Elf Castle and Volcano are the only places on the Circle C at this point that we haven't checked that could have potentially the loose items we're looking for.
Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, I'm surprised that Sonny didn't check the key lock there while he was getting spells.
He may have forgotten, or he may have just decided he didn't want to go into Elf Castle until he had herb, or I don't know. Sometimes you just do that.
No, I mean, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the big question then becomes, suppose we do get a ship, say from Sages or something. Do you try the volcano before you leave? Because I hear there's about a 1 in 3 chance you're going to find a loose in there.
Yeah, well, I think we're very low. Oh, Sonny's wandering all the way over here to check the item and not immediately just beeline to the key item. Interesting. I think there's an argument to be made that you could go and do Volcano, and maybe there's some good stuff to be found there, or whatever. Because the Agama tile is where it is, I'm less and less inclined towards certain checks at Volcano than I would be otherwise.
Yeah, it's tough. Like, if you don't get what you need at Sages, then you're probably going to head to the incentive at Ice, and so maybe then you stop by the Armory at least or something.
Yeah.
But Volcano's a tough one because it's one of those dungeons where you can just blow through it in like 2.5 minutes, 2 minutes, if you don't have to check anything. So you would like to save that for later if you can. This was an agreed upon party.
Yeah, they 100% wanted to take this one, so this is on them.
Cheap pro ranks too, I actually didn't notice that before, that's nice.
-1, but I'd still take it for the magic protection. Not gonna pass that up.
Yeah, you never know when you're gonna find like a pack of mummies casting rub or something obnoxious. It looks like Sonny's almost out of marsh here. So I don't know, I mean, so far slight routing divergence, but ultimately still pretty neck and neck here. We haven't had a lot of opportunity to split paths here. All right, so it looks like we're going in the river system here. What are we gonna have? We're gonna have nice Caribs today, or maybe we just won't see any. If we reset out of everything, that's fair.
So
I hate the
far,
river
seems
encounters.
No Caribs is the answer.
That's the answer that I'm always looking for, because I don't like them. And the Hydras, they like early in the game, they're hitting your party for like 100 damage. Sometimes, oh, there's Nuke. Okay. Definitely going to want to come back for that. I think Rube's a little low on cash right now. Oh, that's not what we want to see there. A chime. Well, I guess that means we're headed to Ice Cave. We'll see if Rubes decides perhaps to stop over at Volcano on the way. Looks like Sonny's just about ready to head over to Crescent Lake and pick up his chime as well. Looks like we're grinding for money for nukes, maybe? I'm not sure. We don't have the levels to cast it yet. It's level 6, so it's going to be a bit. On that one, I think you're going to be like level 14-ish, I think, for level 6. I don't quite recall. Looks like Sonny's going to pick up... Somebody died. It looks like maybe one of the black mages there. Pick that black mage up. See what we got in the armor shop here. Gold bracelets -2, not good enough. Not for 10k. I think if I was looking for nuke money, I would just leave, check armory, and then come back. It's probably...
Yeah, if you care. Like, okay, so Sonny seems like he's behind, but he did pick up those extra levels from the Agamas. He lost a little time with his back and forth to Elfland, hoping he'd get Warp, and then not getting it. But I think because he knows where the Agamas are, his concern isn't money. His concern is simply, like, levels and gear. And I think probably if I was in Sonny's shoes, I'd be doing what Rubes is doing and going to Ice Cave first before I decide any place else that I go. I want to know what Ice Cave has.
Right, yeah. I mean, unfortunately, Fire 3, not the magic you want for Volcano.
You know?
Typically.
No. Typically not.
Although, I mean, you know, we do have the shuffled force and counter tiles on, so you never know what you're going to get there. But as far as taking down Carrie, we don't really have the gear / levels for that to happen at this point, I don't think. Not safely, anyway.
No, she's very magic resistant. I remember coming in here when to this dungeon when I was playing this game as a kid, and I'm like, oh, I've got ice! I should be able to easily kill Carrie in the volcano. She's the fire... No, she doesn't care about that.
No, not at all.
No, she doesn't care at all.
We do have a little bit of divergence, so we got Sawny going into Volcano here, probably just to check this first floor, if I had to guess, and then Rubes seeing what we got in the old incentive.
Maybe. Well, there's the first loose.
No, that's terrible.
It's not a great item to find as one of the loose, because, like, what are you going to do with it? You can't do anything with it right now.
It's not just that. That's like, when I'm checking Volcano, I skip these two chests that Sonny's checking right now pretty much every time. And if there's an important loose there, then, you know, I pretty much just lose the game. So hopefully Rubes goes and checks those out, because those are two of the most easily skipped chests, in my opinion, in that floor Volcano.
Well, unless Floater is here at Ice Cave, Rubes is going to have to come to Volcano, because there's nowhere else for him to go.
Or a boat, if we get a boat.
No, do we do have Canal. Oh.
Yeah, from Matoya, I believe it was.
Okay. So let's hope we don't get the two-shot, and one of the two items that we actually need is there.
And I do like checking this 6-pack down here in Ice Cave, just to see, especially when we're looking for gear still. Not much, though. Lockhammer is not really what we were hoping for down here, I don't think. Ooh, Gershark. I mean, that's a quad-exable target, potentially.
Ooh, Raven +4, that's a nice pickup.
Yeah. So far, Volcano paying off.
Ice Sword that we can't use yet, but eventually...
In these, with the scaling, you can take that to the endgame if you had to.
Okay, so Zap Helmet's interesting. Carrie is not, like, super susceptible to it. It's not like trying to cake Lich or something, but it's a spell you can use. I think I want to say it's like 18 or 20%, so if you can last long enough, you could use the Zap Helm to kill Carrie.
Yeah, fair enough. That's actually something I have never tried.
I've in a run, I successfully zapped both Liches and both Carries one time. That felt really good.
Nice. Alright, and so here's the problem with doing Ice Cave without Warp or Exit. You gotta do it twice, more or less, and it kind of sucks, but it doesn't seem like it's... Oh, careful, I don't want to commentate or curse anybody. It's a nice cave.
It's so nice down there.
Looks like, yes, I'm just gonna stick with Volcano here, alright.
I think Sawny is betting on, because he found the bottle there, I think he's betting on there being nothing that he needs to care about, and all the loose are going to be here in Volcano. Which, what did we get from Ice Cave again?
The Adamant.
I hate that.
Yep.
I hate that a lot, because it's on the other side of the world from me, and it's like, do I go to Volcano where there's probably a loose item, or do I decide to walk that to Dwarf and see what it is? I despise that.
Yeah, I think if you're big braining this, maybe you save right here at the end of the river system, walk to Dwarfs, and if it's trash, reset back.
Yeah, we didn't see anything that... No, we did see cracked Rurus. Oh,
that's true.
I hate that more. I hate that even more. Like, I get what Rubes is doing. I don't like this.
I don't know if he knows about the cracked Rurus. I think that was Sawny.
No, he didn't see it. Yeah, Sawny saw that.
But it looks like he's heading out to Dwarfs, just chasing the fetch quests, saying, you know what, Volcano can wait. And, you know, I can see the logic here. You know, it's a bit of a gamble one way or another, and you got to make a choice, so we'll see if it ends up paying off.
Oh, Katana +1. Well, Sawny's going to want that no matter what when he class changes.
Yep, that's perfect.
I don't argue with either play. Like, I kind of argue with Rubes' play, but I get the reasoning for it. I certainly agree more with what Sawney is doing, all things considered.
Oh, and there's the ship. So as long as Sonny doesn't find, like, the floater in here...
He'll go to Ice Cave and he'll do Adamant, and he's going to have the bottle on him. I feel like, despite the fact that Rubes has the advantage, quote-unquote, with that ship, Sawney might just be in the better place.
Maybe. He does have those extra levels from the Agama, so I think he's got a couple levels on him right now. But right now, Rubes can actually go check Sarda and Titan as well with that ruby.
And my concern is, how long is it going to be before he goes to Volcano to get that bottle?
I don't know. I mean, I guess we don't need to worry about the bottle so much until we have a floater to use it. So,
some touch refills. I don't think we're going to see him take too many of these.
No. Yeah, it is my understanding. I don't have the hard numbers, but my understanding is the later checks have a bigger tendency to be, Ruse Staff, Saber Gauntlet, that kind of thing. And whatever your opinion is about whether or not you need that for this run, it makes the bottle potentially at least not required to complete the game more than some other items might be.
The sooner we get that floater, though, the more likely that bottle has something important behind it.
Mm-hmm. And I saw Sonny has picked up some flame armor too, so that's, just another reason.
His ninja's gonna be pretty.
Yeah, to get class changed. Yeah.
Yeah. As soon as he can class change, his ninja is gonna be pretty. Question chat, with the Ruse helmet or Zap helmet, is Sawney gonna go for it against Carrie? I'm pretty sure he is. Yeah. Yeah, that's his speed to go and try and do something silly like that.
Well, and speaking of Ruse Staff, there it is. we stole the old man's cane in the cave, so that's nice.
So yeah, we can still go to Ordeals, and with the Oxyel we could go to C. So there's a couple more places where that second loose item can be, because it's not here in Volcano.
Yeah, we've got some options. It is possible for the loose to be in Volcano because the robot is what's incentivized, not the location itself. So there aren't that many chests there, but it's possible.
Sawney's going for it. Oh, bad turn order.
Yeah, see, this is where you gotta worry because Carrie's not hit very hard.
She's a kitten. It's fine.
Yeah, no, this was the right choice apparently. Sometimes Carrie will hit you like 6 times for 300 damage and just wipe out your frontline
like
character.
That. Oh, that's not good. Sawney's got to be clenching just a little now.
Can we get the turn order?
And he's going with Ice 3 now, hoping that he can wheel in enough damage. Stop going first, Black Mages, thank you. There you go, 360.
Okay.
That's... Oh, and a dodge! Oh, the clutch dodge!
Yeah, I think she must be quad X-able by now. Yeah, here we go.
He's going for it. There. Bravo, Sawney, and that puts him on the board.
Yeah, it feels really good to have an orb down in like 25 minutes.
So, I really do think Sawney has a distinct advantage at this point. He's going to go do Ice Cave now, maybe after saving it an inn. Then he's going to go do, he's going to get that Adamant, he's going to have the ship, and then he's just going to be able to go pretty much wherever he wants, and he doesn't have to come back to the Circle C again until he's ready to go to Topher.
Yeah, I mean, this has worked out really well for him, there's no doubt about it.
That's Sawney luck for you, by the way. I've raced him before. This is the kind of luck he gets. I get the opposite of this, by the way, and it's awful. And I don't like racing him because I know exactly the kind of luck he gets.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, it looks like Rubes didn't have too much trouble with Ordeals as far as the teleporters go and everything.
No, it took him, I think, two resets through, and then he had it down pretty quick.
Ooh, that's not what you want to see, though. Blizzard Sorcerers.
No, usually sorcerers are nice because they've lost their death touch and they're kind. And we don't have lightning, which makes them a little harder to fight. Lightning and nuke is just not here.
Yeah, I don't know about that. That's unfortunate because they're also like an okay early-ish fight to take because they don't have that many HP typically. They give a decent amount of XP.
Even better, don't forget on the Bridge of Destiny, we're going to see 2 Mudgalls and potentially 6 Sorcerers all at once.
Oh, yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah, it'll be a good time.
It's nothing like losing a minute and a half just to watching Blizzard go by, 20 times on your characters.
Or realizing you only have 1 ribbon and there's a Mosman -2, Sonny will more than likely get that as well. Realizing that you only have 1 character going into Tiamat because everyone else just got wiped out because they didn't have ribbons in 6-pack of Blizzard.
Mm-hmm.
Fun times.
It is nice to have that Masa right now, though, because we don't know where the tail is. Maybe here? Nope, not here. But could be that the TNT becomes the tail. So now we've got a big question mark as far as the TNT. I mean,
you got to go turn it in. I think.
Yeah,
I don't want to go do loose searching over at water. Oh, I guess you could do Waterfall too. And you have a Bracax. Like, I could see you doing the sea play. I don't think you want to do it, though.
Nah, I mean, the boat is so fast right now that even with encounters, you can go check it in about a minute.
Yeah, I think you go do TNT first. Especially if it turns out to be floater, then you're just good to go. Sonny not caring about any of the treasure chests, disrespects everyone, moves on, gets his adamant.
Yeah, that's exactly what I would do in his position as well, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're Sonny, you know that you're good for the end game now. You just gotta find the tail and the floater.
You've got every piece of equipment you want for the end game. In fact, only thing you're looking for is that Mossman, which you will get. And then he's good for the mid game as well. So Rube's gonna come and show us what's over here at the TNT. And it is the airship. That was worth turning in.
That's big. Yeah, if Sonny doesn't go turn in that or go to Ordeals next, then it could be a little bit before he gets it. Although, I mean, Ordeals is a pretty common play, I feel like, at this point for him.
He still has his Titan check he has to do first, the Titan to Sarda. But then I'm pretty sure Sonny will go there because he's played enough co-op with me, and we've seen enough flag sets where you go to Ordeals. You always bet on Ordeals. Ordeals has what you need. There's our fast at level 5.
Yeah, there we go. We're good. Yeah, on magic. Okay. That's perfect. Yeah, I find it offensive having to use the airship to get to Ordeals. I hate that walk.
I hate the walk, but I hate this. Like sometimes you get that nasty pack of sea hags on the open sea, and you're just like, oh my god, if you stop attacking me, I just want to get to Ordeals already.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Rube's gonna go turn in his floater. Floater's nice. It's nice to have it. You're not gonna have to deal with encounters on the sea, but because of Speedboat, the advantage of the floater is definitely diminished some.
Yeah, for sure. I think though at this point, since I do have that floater, now is the time that maybe if I'm Rubes, I go look at that volcano.
Depends. Level 6 Nuke and Brack. I didn't see that before. And Warp.
Oh yeah, I saw Nuke earlier. I didn't see Warp or Brack, so it's fine, I guess. I mean, Nuke's a little high level for my taste.
Rubes not caring about Volcano. He might be looking at key items and thinking this is the time to go do C play. Or he's gonna go check loose first at the Cardias, which is a good play. I like this play.
Yeah, it doesn't take too long to check these few free chests here.
No. Especially if you save in the air outside one of them, and then you can just reset right back to your floating airship and move on to the next one. Mm-hmm. Sonny got his ship now from that adamant turn-in.
Rubes just got some kind of weapon. I didn't quite see what it was, though.
I missed it. I was looking at Sonny's tracker. He's got a Mosman -2. He probably doesn't care.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Vorpal neutral. Nah, you don't care about that. There's a Katana +1 on Volcano.
Throw the Vorpal into space at this point.
Like, I'd take the Vorpal if I didn't have the Katana, but I've got a Katana. I don't need the Vorpal.
Well, I don't think Rubes has a Katana.
He doesn't, but hopefully he goes and checks Volcano.
But I mean, I'm also honest too. The scaling for these flags is not that high, so you can easily take a Masa in there.
So we got a Fire 2 stick and a Flame Sword +4. Rubes is logging them out. I might have reset. I don't know that I necessarily care about a Fire 2 stick. We had a question in chat from 4X asking, what's spicy about this seed? Seed itself seems fine. Seed is pretty average. Parties are spicy, though, because they both went 4 Forced, a Thief, and 3 Black Mages.
Yeah, I'd say, I'd say that island with the fire stick and the fire sword, that's pretty spicy.
But But you don't need it. Like, you can't use the fire stick or the fire sword until you class change. And Fire 2 is just not a great spell.
Well, I mean, you can give it to the thief in like an absolute emergency situation, but yeah, it's you don't need that right now. You got so much fire magic; it's coming out your nose.
Yeah, I'd rather save the few seconds of having to walk it out personally. So Sonny's gonna go get his ruse stick. He will probably keep that.
I mean, you'd be crazy not to with a thief, especially as your frontline guy. Fair enough.
Reset out of that junk, that's right. Oh, trying to kill the Mudgalls with Fire 3. They are pretty immune to that.
Yeah, they didn't roll very much HP, though, so I guess it's...
They never do. Oh, but they did... Apparently neither did that Black Mage.
Specifically that one Black Mage.
That one Black Mage. Doc O is now dead. Sonny getting himself ready to figure out what he's going to do with that thief when the time comes to class change. So at this point, we don't have a lot of places that we can go that are necessarily going to have anything. We're kind of hoping the loose here for Rubes is right here at Waterfall, so he doesn't have to go clearing out C. Or that the item from the robot here is going to point us in the direction of where we need to go. We're still a loot, a rod, and a cube from go.
Yeah, making the bet on C has burned me almost every single time. It sucks to have to clear it out.
Well, and he doesn't have the bottle to turn in right now that Sawney will as soon as Sawney gets in the air for more deals. So, yeah. Sawney doesn't even care about the Earth Cave tiles because, again, quad-Xable Agamas, he knows where to grind if he cares to grind.
Ooh, okay.
And there's the robot.
The robot.
So, I know what I would do in this instance. And it's not a great decision, but you're here. And you have the Oxdale. And I have a Brack Axe if I'm one of these two players. I personally... Oh no, Sonny, go to Ordeals! No! Okay. Well, I personally go and fight Kraken. Do you do that, or do you take that rod and go back to Lich Cave?
Since the boat is fast and we have the airship in this case, I would probably go to Earth and play it safe. But we've got the Brack Axe, and I'm not sure if the Black Mages have Brack yet, but basically we have infinite Bracks, so it's possible we take out Kraken, but you're playing with fire, I think.
Yeah, Ordeals will be soon, but I think he absolutely has to go do... Sonny's going to do the Kraken play, as Admiral Tryhard's talking about what Sonny's going to do. I had Roll, who just won a tournament with Sonny over on the Archipelago server, knows how well Sonny plays just like I do. A second Brack Axe! Wow!
Since we got a matching set, I guess you can't turn that down.
You gotta go to Kraken now! Hey, yeah. Kraken, what's Kraken? Ba-dum-cha. So I think what you do here is you go down, you check all the chests on this side, you exit out, you save that Brack Axe, and then you go do the Kraken side.
Yeah, it is interesting because I don't know if Sonny has warp available yet, so he might have to walk out, which sucks. But the Brack Axe is on level 1, so you can just walk back and grab it real fast.
Chat can confirm for me because I know there's at least one good player in chat. I think you got to be level 18 to have a charge of level 6.
Oh, I was way off that. I think way earlier I thought he said it was like 14 or 15, but I could be wrong, because I don't know.
At least Ale will know. He's in chat. Or he was, anyway.
He was. Maybe he'll get back to us on that one. That's fine.
Okay, I'm hearing it's not 18, then 19. 21 is level 7. It's probably 18, because it's like every 3 levels you unlock the next one.
Okay. Yep, that makes sense.
I don't know what level Sawney is. Maybe we'll see him level up at some... Oh, not high enough. Okay. Whatever it is, whether it's 16 or 18 or 19, he's 13, he doesn't have it.
And nothing in the old TFC there. So yeah, it looks like Rubes is opting to skip Mermaid side for now, which is the play that you would like to make most of the time. Unfortunately, even if he does fight a loose here, he's going to be forced to make the decision to either orphan that entire side of C or go open a bunch of boxes and ultimately not find what he's looking for. Although, who knows, maybe there's still like a ribbon hiding over there. Oh, no, there's one right there. I think that's his first ribbon. So that's pretty good. Slap that right on the old thief there. It's not like we have a life caster to babysit, so I can't blame him.
Nope. And Rubes is doing the Kraken side first check, which is definitely, what a lot of people will do. I get what Sawney's doing. Sawney's picking up levels as well. And Sawney now has a second Brackax, so going this side was certainly worthwhile for him.
Yeah, I can't remember. Rubes may have picked that up as well. I'm not sure. And then just gone over. Oh my god, the second ribbon. Ooh. Okay.
They'll both get that. Sawney's going to check everything here unless the loose items here are mermaids.
Yeah, so we know where all the ribbons are. That's nice, and they rolled up for us. Ooh, unrunnable phantom. No.
Yeah, I'm, ew. And you can't quad exit, so that's disgusting. Bye, Black Mage.
One Black Mage.
Oh, and there's a loose cube. Okay, Sawney may not check anything else.
The good news here, at least for Rubes, is that he's not going to strike out when he goes over to mermaids. If he goes... Oh, there you go. He's going to strike out on this phantom.
Rubes is in a bad position. Rubes needs to... Rubes is going to... Rubes is... Yeah. Don't cast ice against the undead.
Yeah, I'm not... He may not be aware that it's an undead enemy. So yeah, fire would be the answer here. Ooh, we did live, technically.
What how many... cost?
Are we going to go for it? Just take that Brackax over to Kraken and say, hey, what's up?
If he doesn't feel like he got a lot out of this, then it might just be the play to make.
Maybe. I guess we shall see. Very, very soon here.
He should also move that Opal -1 down because it's going to be better than that Silver +3 that he's equipped with right now.
Yeah, and the Masa. I mean, might as well just load him up.
And he does have a Roost Stick. So he could put that on his Black Mage and, pray.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen worse plays, so...
Yeah. It's doable. I'm seeing something about Cake and Sea Shrine. I'm assuming Sawney didn't wipe out.
Just picturing this one poor Black Mage screaming and running through the bottom of Sea Shrine, carrying all of his companions on his back.
Just going man mode here. Oh, I think Rubes used Cake. Yeah, no, that's not going to do anything in Sea Shrine. The water enemies are immune to the power of Cake.
I hit a Sea Troll with it once.
Oh, Sawney. My bad. Sorry.
Oh man, I'm sweating over here watching Rubes.
I want to see it happen. Hey, I want to see it.
Yeah, I desperately want to see it as well. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Come on, man mode. Ruse. Okay. Oh god, we have a chance. We have a chance. We have a chance.
Oh baby, it's spicy.
He's gonna heal. He's gonna heal. Okay, I guess.
Bracken him.
Oh god. Yeah, you need to start bracking because your I mean, you're kind of growing, but this feels like diminishing returns here. Oh no!
No.
This was why you needed to.
Because now that ruse stick does nothing
Doesn't
for
do
him.
anything, yeah.
It's one of the most spell-happy Krakens I've seen in a while, though.
Yeah. Bye, delete.
Well, at least he has the information of where the ribbons are, so grab them and hopefully have a little bit better luck on the way down this time.
Tommy, by the way, is probably not going to see any of that because he is more than likely not going to check the room with the Phantom. Yeah, he didn't even. Yeah, he didn't check anything. He didn't even get that ribbon. He's just like, nope, Kraken it is.
Yeah, he's way ahead of us. He's getting this orb and getting the heck out of here.
Yeah, he's just gonna be like, hey, Kraken, how's it tracking? That wipe right there was costly.
Yeah, I lost a few minutes on that one. Although looks like he's headed over to the other side now to check these chests. We'll at least get the information about the loose out here and maybe a couple levels to take over there as well, which might help. You know, just keep everybody alive or most people alive on the way to Kraken this time.
I like Admiral Tryhard. I have an idea. Let's leave. Okay, we're gonna fast. We're gonna temper. We're gonna ruse. We're gonna brack. Who cares about buffing? You just brack them. And that puts a second one on the board for Sawney. He now has quite the lead.
Yeah, I would say so. Still missing the floater, but I imagine maybe Ordeals is the next stop here. Well, I guess after Waterfall.
He could do Ordeals, or he could sail around to Sky because he's got Chime and Cube, and he only needs to check one item there.
That's true. You know, come to think of it, if the loot is in Earth, then I guess this is a floaterless sea.
It could be floaterless. Well, unless he wants to class change.
True, yeah.
Yeah, it's floaterless except for the fact that everything you need to actually clear it is locked behind the tail.
Yeah, I mean, it's entirely possible we get like a slab is the bonk kind of situation, and then you know, bottles the tail, or vice versa. So it looks like Rubes is done with this little dive to the mermaid side of C, and is trying to walk that cube out, which I can't imagine he's going to have too much trouble with. It seemed like the regular enemies in C were mostly okay.
Yeah, they're pretty soft. They're pretty kind. Yeah. There's his rod. And he doesn't care about anything else, and he's out.
Yep. When you get those loose, you know that you've got your katana and everything, so you just need to check your incentives at this point.
Yeah, he's just like, deuces, bro, I'm out.
I'm a little bit surprised he still doesn't have the levels for warp, though.
Well, he hasn't been taking much of anything. He's just been running. The upside of Sawney's strategy is that he kills everything real quick when it comes to bosses. The downside of Sawney's strategy is he does tend to be criminally underleveled up until the point where he decides to finally go do a grind. And I'm all but assured he's gonna do a grind because he knows where the Agamas are, and he's gonna need the levels. He's gonna need to be like 25 or 26 for Topher.
Yeah, I mean, and I guess the nice thing is that, you know, black mages die pretty quick, usually, so just let the Agama smack them around a few times, and then you can just do that solo thief grind, and if you even need to go that far as doing a solo thief grind, and, you know, just get your levels that way, seeing, depending on where you're at.
Okay, Ordeal's next. That's the direction he's headed.
It looks like Rubes is coming back to get that ribbon, and we're going to avoid the the Phantom this time. So at least as far as defensive items go, Rubes has a bit of an advantage here. Because Sonny's only going to have, I think, the one ribbon. Oh, there's a T-Rex. That's nice.
Yeah, that's the blue steak right there. He's got to be happy to see that.
Sonny, what are you doing? You can't freeze a steak.
He's working on it. I mean, then he's going to erase the steak.
Yep.
Oh, bad turn order. Bad turn order.
You got to score it so you get that surface area. That's what the YouTube chefs tell me.
You put a nice sear on it.
Yep. After you freeze it, of course.
And yeah, this was off the hard reset too. Downside, they are pretty chunky. Like if it's me, I wait until class change to come do this.
Yeah, although I mean, with all the black magic, you don't need magic on your thief, really. It's nice, but you don't need it because you're looking at what, like fire and maybe you get some tempers, I guess.
Well, it's not for that. I'm saying class change so that he can throw the katana on there and try and get the thief to the point where he can one shot.
Yeah, fair enough, because he doesn't have that masa yet.
Yeah, no, he doesn't have the masa, so he's not doing good yet. He's having to try and kill the thing with a saber.
And in fact, actually, he probably won't get the masa. I imagine he skips all the chests and ordeals at this point, if he even goes there. So things went a little sideways over for Rubes, but we did get the Kraken down, made a little sushi with our big old knife there. That's his first orb in the books. So now, at this point, he's got to make some choices. He's got what he needs to go to Sky. It wouldn't surprise me if that's where he ends up next. But there's also Earth. You know, you can clear that out pretty quick. We know there's not going to be any loose in there, so we just got to check those 4th floor chests to see what we get. So I would say either of those places, certainly before Volcano. It looks like Earth is probably the answer. So this will tell us right here, once he gets down there, whether or not this is in fact a floaterless seed. If he gets the loot down here, then we will not have needed the floater. If we get anything else, then the floater will be required. Meanwhile, Sonny making his way through Sky Palace here. Lady Snack, that's some pretty good XP right there, but I guess we're not interested in that right now. And what do we have in Sky?
The herb. Oh, that's a turn-in we hadn't done yet.
Forgot all about the herb, honestly.
Mm-hmm. It's a thing. It's something you have to do. He'll do it after he does ordeals. I would expect he's going to sail to ordeals first because it's on the path.
Yeah, and then you just go straight up from there, more or less. Ooh, stone poison undead packs. That's
disgusting.
Bad. And it actually looks like it went through one of his ribbons as well. Or actually, no, he doesn't have the volcano ribbon yet. So yeah, he's only got the 2. My mistake. Alright, here's a vampire fight. I don't know if we have what it takes to get through him, though. He's looking real beefy. Oh, no, never mind. He's dead. Again, for real this time.
Hi, vampire, bye, vampire.
Pretty much.
So Rubes is making nice short work of this Earth Cave. Meanwhile, Sawneyrath is well on his way towards Tia. Pretty sure we're just going to see Brack strats again, because that's what you do.
Especially, yeah, if you're swinging a saber. Ooh, and there we go, there's the crown. Forget about that one, too. Forget about all the fetch quests. But, that, could still turn into a loot. We will have to see once we get out of this Earth Cave, I guess.
Yeah, we have the bottle, we have, slab, and we have herb and crown. So, we are missing basically just the as far as, like, things that we need to actually finish the game.
Mm-hmm. And you hate to see a big pack of unrunnables, but it looks like the Giants not so tough this time around, so Rubes is going to be able to get through that without too much trouble. Sonny almost through the Bridge of Destiny. No robots today, unfortunately, at least not on his side.
And here we go with Tiamat. We're going to Brack. We're going to Fast. We're going to Temp. We're going to Brack. Fast comes off. Brack comes off. Ineffective. Temper comes off. Sleep. Oh, other Brack didn't get to cast because sleep. Gonna keep tempering, and we're gonna keep Bracking. Buff. Buff. Dark. Brack. Ineffective. Round 3. Fight. Temper, temper. Still buffing. 6 hits for 400 with a saber. Gotta love that. Brack ineffective. Who cares? Tia's gonna be dead soon with the number of buffs he has on that saber. And this is what I was saying. If you buff enough, you're gonna get through. It's gonna be okay.
Mm-hmm. And Blake, you missed it. Lich dead over on Rube's side.
Chip damage for the Tiamat. Another big hit. And Quad X. Oh, still not within range. Gonna keep tempering. Gonna keep tempering. Gonna keep racking. Bad turnover there. And the thief is dead. Oh, wow. Well, okay then.
Just in time. Yeah, so while all that was happening, Rubes took down Lich, and then also we learned that the crown turned into the Saber Gauntlet, so the floater, it looks like, is going to be required this time around, so Sonny is going to have to make his way at some point over to Ordeals to grab that floater.
So, upside, Sonny was doing great damage with that saber. Downside, he got completely flattened by that Tiamat.
Yeah. Just as he was getting real angry, Tiamat looked over and went squish.
Yeah, popped like a zip. So Sonny is not doing Ordeals.
I mean, I get it. I like to play here just because he doesn't know what's in Earth, and if he can skip Ordeals, that's great.
Never skip Ordeals. Oh, he didn't have his thief up. Okay, no, that's better. That's better. Okay.
That's true as well. And he's got the herb to turn in.
Mm-hmm. He can do this and then go back to Ordeals. That's fair. Slap. Yay.
I mean, on the upside, I guess, if he goes to Earth, he can go translate the slab as well.
Well, he doesn't have Rod yet.
Oh, no. Where's the... No, he should have the Rod yet. He got the Rod from the Robot and Waterfall, I think.
Thank you. Then I just missed it. Thank you. Okay.
Entirely possible.
Oh, and he has Slab. Wow, I'm very bad at clicking things. That's my bad. I'm sorry.
So am I. I didn't remember to click the Rubes at the cube. That's my mistake. Obviously, we know that he does. As well as the crown.
Oh yeah, and there's the air orb. We both suck. Yay! Teamwork!
Sweet. Alright, I think we're caught up on the tracker there. Apologies to
pretty close. Pretty close.
Viewers.
I clicked enough, chat. We're good.
So I'm not sure. It looks like something took out one of Rubes' black mages there, or maybe he just left it down. I'm not quite certain.
Have 2 more. It's fine.
Exactly. Yeah, we brought enough for everybody. Ooh, an eye. All right, Rube's gonna grab the herb and go see a man about a Tia.
It took me this long to realize that Roots is future.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that there. Rubes,
I was gonna
what?
say it took me this long to realize that Rubes' characters are named after Back to the Future characters.
I didn't notice that either. But yeah, that it's all coming together now. So I didn't notice. It looks like Sonny probably skipped over the masa. That's okay. He's not gonna need it because I assume he's gonna be tracking down that tail, same as Rubes. I imagine will as well. So that katana is ultimately gonna be a better weapon anyway with a thief. And we do have, aside from the agility buff I mentioned earlier for the thief, I believe we also got the extra hit percent. So a higher level thief is going to be getting, 5, 6, 7 hits, depending on how high you go.
Yeah.
Alright, we're doing lightning on our Hydras. I think ice would have been a better choice. Not a big deal. Oh, but here we go, yeah. We've got enough fire for all the slimes. Perfect. Love to see it. It looks like Sonny's probably picking up some nukes and warps and stuff like that. I think maybe he didn't have the money for it earlier. Meanwhile, we got some bad nachos over on.
Oh yeah, bad case of poisonous hoof.
Yeah, you don't want that. Somebody's gonna have to file a report with the health inspector on this one.
Yeah, I see what your problem is right here. This nacho's still alive.
Yeah, still wriggling. I don't think nachos are supposed to do that.
Pretty sure they shouldn't.
Okay, so Sonny at this point, what are we doing? Are we doing Earth Cave? He's got his magic, so I'm not sure what else there is to be done. It's either Earth or... I mean, he went to Ordeals. Shouldn't he have his floater already? Am I going crazy? Oh no, that's right, he's got to turn in...
He's got to turn in the TNT first to get it.
Yep. Yep. So this is the one thing, if I'm Sonny, that would make me sweat a little bit. Knowing that I could have gotten this floater way, way sooner. It feels bad to nearly last location the floater most of the time. Baby chiming in. I think Baby agrees with me. It's the sound that I make when I get floater this late, usually. Alright, Rube's turning in. Ye old herb gonna get, the slab out of that? Yep. And let's go ahead and mark off that floater for Sonny as well. Still, Sonny's looking to be in pretty good shape here. Just gonna knock out that Earth Orb. And I assume Rubes made it through air here as well. Kind of took my eyes off him for a sec there. But I'm gonna guess a Brack or a Masa took care of business. Alright, so now we get to see what the slab turns into.
Yeah. And Sonny's gonna have everything that he needs once he's here. He just needs to do his turn-ins, and he knows one way or another he's gonna get loot, he's gonna get tail, he's gonna get that whatever gauntlet that is gonna be out there. He's gonna be good to go on everything. He literally just needs to finish up this cave and then go do his turn-ins, and he's gonna be fine.
Yeah, so the question then becomes, does the bottle lead to the tail? Because if so, Rubes is going to have to track that down. And, if I get the loot here, I might just not. I might just skip the other loose. Say, I guess I'm not promoting. I got the Masa, I've got a Noble Cheerio, and 2 ribbons. I'm going into.
You can try. Yeah, in Rubes' case, you can try. I think Rubes has a shot at that. Of the two, Rubes is more likely to be able to pull it off without promotion. Sawney has to promote.
Yeah, I think so.
But if, like, Bottle is loot, then Rubes is really screwed right now.
Yeah, it's gonna... I mean, especially with those two... Or being in one of those two really inconvenient chests. Oh, and there you go. There's the tail.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you don't hate to see it, but you kind of hate to see it.
Oh, and Rubes resets out of tail because he doesn't care. And he's gonna go do, Volcano now. Does he do hairpins first, or does he clear the rest of it? Because that's gonna be a question. And...
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see right now.
We're gonna see.
Nope. Unfortunate. I don't blame him whatsoever. Those chests easily skippable. Check the armory. I mean, he may still swing back around. We'll see. But I would probably leave and go to the bottom floors at this point if I don't find what I want here. Yeah,
most people will skip hairpins because the odds are it's not in the hairpins. So, but I find that despite the odds of it not being in the hairpins, 80% of the time it's in the hairpins.
Of course it is.
It is.
But there's another ribbon.
Yeah, he's good on ribbons.
Right, so they say fourth ribbon, ribbon plus 4, third ribbon. There we go, yeah.
3 plus 4, that's a ribbon plus 12 right there.
Exactly. Super duper protection. Unfortunately, not any more protection than the one ribbon gives you from spells, but hey, that's fine.
He's checking hairpins. This is a good move for him.
Yeah, I hope he swings back around, because it would feel real bad. I mean, it doesn't take that long to clear all the volcano chests, but just knowing that you can skip them is really nice.
And the cube isn't the more accessible of the hairpins. It's the one that's like at the basic dog end and not really deep.
Yeah.
So he's gonna get the cube now. He's gonna be fine, and then he can.
Or the bottle, yeah.
Oh, yes, thank you. And then he will go do his turn in, and he'll get his loot, and then he just has to do Volcano. He's going to do Volcano now, because he's here.
All right, so that puts Rubes back in the game right there, I think. Just making that check.
That's Crown, and that is Earth for Sawney. Now he just needs to get his loot and his tail, and he's good to go.
Yeah, we're down to the wire.
Yeah, we're going to be getting into Toph right around the same time for the two of them, honestly.
Yeah, I want to say, I mean, who knows what kind of challenges we're going to be looking at, but resetting out of that tail may just give Rubes a little bit of an edge here.
Rubes giving Sawney an edge, or Rubes giving Rubes an edge?
Giving Rubes an edge, because Sawney still has to go promote. So it's just, you know, he might end up in Topher slightly behind, but perhaps with a better weapon.
Better weapon, better defense. I mean, what's slowing him down right now is the fact that he doesn't have that airship, so he's still having to do everything, and Rubes is just flying through this.
Yeah, didn't even stop to heal. I don't know if I would have gone quite that hard on it, but we know that the carry's not too bad.
Yeah, carry was pretty kitteny, and that was before you came at her with the Miles of the Moon. Sawney's in the air. Sawney gonna do his bottle turn in.
And yeah, in the same way that Sawney skipped the Masa, Rubes has skipped the Katana. I don't think he found another one, so...
No, he didn't check a single chest past that cube. Or, past that bottle.
Ale, trying to curse him from the chat. I will say, if there's a nasty Topher, defensively, Rubes... I'd say defensively, Rubes is a little bit better off because of the extra ribbon. That said, do you really need 3 black mages to get through Topher? Probably not.
Yeah, you need a thief and a prayer. That's all you need. That's the Sawney special.
Yeah.
Now, I think Rubes is probably going to be in a good place. I think defensively, long-term, Sawny is better. But I think Rubes is more likely going to get in there first, and unless Topher is particularly cruel, Rubes probably has the lead here.
Yeah, I think Sawney might be like a minute
unless Rubes is grinding. Rubes, where are you going? Rubes, buddy.
Are you getting some heal pots?
Nope, you're just taking the south route to Topher, okay.
What do you think the Light Warriors do with all that gold after their adventure is over?
They go to Vegas.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, the Golden Saucer, right?
Mm-hmm. So they can go on a date with Tifa or Barrett.
How to choose? Well, so Rubes makes it into Topher at about 1 hour, 7 minutes, and 52 seconds-ish into the run here.
Yep. So he's got some advantages. He's got this lead of time. He's got the Mosmoon. He's got the Opal. He doesn't have to class change. 3 of his characters are very much protected from pretty much all instant death. That's nice. Downside, he doesn't really have the levels.
Yeah, I'm thinking that thief is maybe about level 20, 21, something like that. And we can't forget there's also going to be a bit of a luck component here too, because the fiends are going to do fiend things, and it's really easy for one of those black mages to die, well, not only to the fiends, but before they even get to a fiend, which could tilt the balance pretty substantially. Oh, and there's the T-Rex for Sawney. I think he must have found that earlier, right off the hard reset.
Now he's got, he does, and now he has nukes with a katana, so this is not going to take as long. Oh, and question in chat when you were in a Gold Saucer, what happened to Eris? Because I didn't mention her. She dead. Sorry.
Yeah, somebody took that Mosmoon and then tried to hide the murder weapon in ordeals.
This didn't kill. No. I don't know what you're talking about.
Luckily, we found a use for all this fire magic. We got these annoying frost enemies trying to get in our way.
Okay, that's Final Fantasy VII. We're not talking Final Fantasy VII, guys. but funny story for those that don't know. So Yuffie is one of the characters you can get, or maybe Yuffie, depending upon how you pronounce it. When I played that game, I didn't get her until nearly the end of the game when you're forced to go there, so I didn't realize she was a character until she was already like 20 levels lower than everyone else in my party. Oops.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, I haven't played that game in a very long time, but I never finished it. I got very near the end, and then I think the party splits up, and then one of my guys died to a Tonberry, and I was like, I'm done with this game.
Yeah, I feel that. I get you. It's fun, but it's no Final Fantasy Randomizer.
No, this is my favorite randomizer, my favorite version of the Final Fantasy Randomizer. Just, we got a lot of nostalgia going on. I've got 3 physical copies kicking around my house somewhere of this game, so, a lot of fond memories of it for sure. Okay, well, we're just about to Lich 2 here. I'm not expecting...
Speed bump. Yeah.
Not expecting much.
Yeah, speed bump.
Although Lich 1 did have Thunder, I think, so he had some teeth. I don't know if I'd waste my nuke charges on this guy, though. I would maybe try my fire instead.
Depends on what it shares. If it's the only spell you have on that level, why not?
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. We'll see how things go here. I think Rubes is just trying to go fast.
Yeah, it should go fast and worry about where Sonic could be. Bearing in mind, of course, that the later bosses you're most likely going to be buffing on their turns where they'd be casting nuke otherwise. So, I think it's perfectly fine.
Yeah. Admiral Tryhard brings up the fact that Cake is at level 2 as well, so certainly also an option for Lich. Ooh, we gotta get that saber on the gauntlet on the right guy. Yeah, there we go.
So I can appreciate the T-Rexes here. They're worth a lot. I get what's going on. Most of the time they're taking at least 2 rounds, and I'm really starting to wonder whether or not they're worth it.
I gotta be honest, you know, at least from personal experience, my seeds, I usually finish around between 110 and 120. So if I'm now, I think Sonny said that he hadn't really done much in the way of practice, so he may not know that. But yeah, it seems like a lot of people finish, you know, right around now, if they're going fast. So if I had that knowledge, I would not be grinding right now. I would be just taking my chance and see what happens.
Yeah. He's level 24 right now. I think he's going to be going in maybe a little over-prepared. Or he may be wanting to make sure that his guys are all at, like, safe nuke level.
Yeah, and that's completely understandable, because it would feel real bad to just, you know, get a total wipe from one nuke, which is entirely possible with a party like this.
I am worried about that for Rubes.
Yep, that is the risk you take. I mean, the thief, if he's at max HP, he's got a good chance to survive, but I feel bad for those black mages. These water packs giving a little something extra on the way down, though. That's not too bad.
Yeah, and as Phoenix points out in chat, Rubes has been grinding as he's come down, taking the packs that are killable while he's on the path, like these waters, for example. If he wipes on this, he loses all those levels he's gained.
That is true. That's why I personally, once I'm in Topher, it's time to go. There's no more taking fights, personally. But I can understand, you know, his position here, where he's been doing, you know, kind of a walking grind basically in the entire game, and if these couple extra levels get him to a point, because like, what else are you going to use Ice 3 on, right? You know, if these couple levels get him to a point where somebody can survive that nuke or whatever it may be, then yeah, I can see the logic there. Maybe an extra swing on the thief, who knows? Okay, moment of truth. This is going to be the first real test, I think, for Rubes here. Not sure if he just fasted the wrong character, though.
We'll find out. He did.
Yes, he did. That's nerves, I think. That's fair. That's fair. I understand that completely.
Doc 1 goes zip, zip, zop. Doc 0 kisses dirt. Bye, Doc 0.
These nukes are rolling real high, though. Quad X, can it be done? Yes, it can.
So he's only down Doc 0. Doc 0 was the weak one. That's okay. That's a fine position to be in. 2 plus your melee, it's okay. That's doable. You keep going.
Yep. And it looks like Sonny's in a position now. He's unequipped all the armor on his mages, so he's going for the solo grind at this point.
I think Sonny's spending too much time here, unfortunately.
I think so. I mean, we'll see what happens. If Rubes wipes, that could be the great equalizer. But, you know, so far, it's been okay.
Well, and my concern here is the fact that, if Rubes does wipe, is Sonny still going to be in his grind? Does he give Rubes a second chance to go? Like, Rubes is doing well enough right here that I don't think Rubes even recalibrates. He just like, well, that was bad luck, and he just goes again.
Yeah, we haven't seen anything too super terrible, and there goes Tia. Yeah, I mean...
Yeah.
If Rubes wipes here, then, you know, maybe he gets one more chance, but I think that's all the chances he's going to get, so it's going to come down to really how that second one goes, but we'll see if we can get through the first time here. Wouldn't that be nice?
So nice, you don't have to do it twice.
That's right. All right, we're gonna do a fast on the right guy this time. We're gonna do some tempers. Good stuff.
Fast for temper. Chaos doesn't even hit the black mage for very much. Yeah, like if Chaos is punchy, Rubes has nothing to worry about.
Yeah, this is this is looking like a punchy Chaos. We'll see. I'm sure he's got something up his sleeve here, but if it's not more than Lightning 2, then I think this isn't a world of hurt. But we got to start swinging.
Quad X isn't going to do anything.
Power up. The whole
Oh
game. There
god,
we go.
one more
Okay,
hit like
we're-
that and Chaos
we're in
is gonna be
business.
dead.
Oh,
Yep, that's it. That is all she wrote right there. Rubes
that's
is
it.
the
Roasted
winner.
and toasted. GG Rubes.
GG's indeed. And we're going to see a forfeit right there from Sawneyrath at that point.
That's unfortunate. I feel for him though. I understand. You haven't even stepped yet. So.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if they come in here and join us for a chat. Rube, Sonny, GG's.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, Rubes, we're going to start with you since you are the winner right there. How'd you feel about your run?
Oh, we just lost Rubes.
Oh, well, then we won't start with Rubes. Okay.
And Rubes is back.
Hey, did you hear us, Rubes?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, we can hear you now. So, Rubes, as I was saying, you are the winner here. Let's start with you. How did you feel about your run?
Aside from that phantom wipe, which I had to take, I felt like taking a real chance with that black mage, and then I get held through a ribbon, which was cool. Yeah, no. Aside from that, I felt it went pretty well. I had the debate between going to sea or volcano first, and I decided to go sea. And of course, then I wiped, but then I found the cube, so it worked out.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
You go ahead.
I was just gonna say, yeah. Thankfully, this time you kind of had to do both. You had to do volcano and you had to do sea shrine, so you couldn't really strike out either way as far as the loose goes.
Yeah, I had to full clear one and not full clear the other.
Yep, you did. It's interesting because you picked up the Masa in Ordeals, but that means that you missed the Katana in Volcano, whereas Sani went the other direction, got the Katana, and ended up promoting to use it and missed the Masa, I believe.
Correct.
Yeah, since I had like the Masa and the Opal bracelet and 3 ribbons, I didn't plan on promoting, and then of course I find the tail before I get the bottle to loot, so I was a little disappointed by that.
If you hadn't gotten that Mazda, though, like that promotion would have been actually absolutely required.
Yeah,
As well as some more digging, I would think. Cause did you have any other weapons other than the Masa?
I think I had a Vorpal. I think.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah.
I have
How's
to
the
check
purple
back.
roll?
I think it was neutral.
I mean, it'll still get the job done.
Yeah, absolutely. Or I had those brack axes.
Yeah, those brack axes were a godsend, and our blursings really weren't that bad either.
No, the minus 10, the 10 or 10 strength, or the 15. That hurt the thief a little bit, but yeah, otherwise those blursings were pretty good.
I mean, it was nothing we couldn't cover with temper charges, because we definitely had more than enough of those.
Yeah.
So, Sonny, let's talk about yours. You didn't know about his wipe, obviously, because you were playing your own game there. He had you were the first to clear out Volcano, which you did quite cheekily while you were there. Then you were the first to clear out Sea as well, and you had a 2 crystal advantage at that point, leaving Sea Shrine. And then he had a wipe and actually put him further behind there at Sea Shrine. What was your thought process, like not knowing where he was at? What was your thought process there? Where were you thinking? How do you feel like maybe you went wrong since, I mean, you didn't finish?
It just boils down to I played too safely. Since I've run this party comp before, granted it's been 2 years ago at this point, I knew I needed to play safely, but something else to keep in mind is this was my first go of the spring tournament flags this year.
Yeah, I did mention that. Is that I think you had said that in the race chat that you hadn't really had an opportunity to practice yet. So we thought, yeah, maybe you were just trying to play it super safe since You just haven't had a chance to experience it yet.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. I played overly safe, and now that I have a much better feeling of the flags, which are so good, Xeno and ADR might have a bit of a battle.
Oh, I bet they will.
So, Sonny, follow-up question for you. You went with the T-Rexes. The Agamas in Taupe, as you saw, on the trap tiles were quad-exable, while the T-Rexes were taking 2 rounds at least to kill. What was your thought process there?
Experience. Even though it took 2 rounds and I could have quad-X'd the Agamas at that point in time, I did end up being able to equip the katana, and I knew I was shooting for over 400 HP on each of the light warriors, which I got to on the black mages, and then tried killing them off. That didn't work out too terribly well, which cost me a lot of time. And then right after Rubes finished and I forfeit, my other 2 black mages go down. I get a kill with the thief, get 15,000, 16,000 EXP, and suddenly I'm over 400 HP, and I'm like, yeah, thanks, game.
Right.
But considering that we've got 3 nukes and the 4 nuclears in the Fiend 2, Chaos, and Warmech pool, ultimately, that grind was for the amount of experience it gives, leading into the safety of being over 400 HP, and potentially hitting level 30, 31, and having 6 hits on the ninja with the katana instead of 5 prior to that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, if you can blend the fiends before they can blend you, then that's certainly a viable strategy.
Exactly.
And yeah, I understand the desire to have those HP because, even on the way down, there's a chance that all your mages don't make it if they just get punched by the wrong thing. So losing half or even all of your party to one stray nuke would feel real bad.
I absolutely agree. And the only bright side on that is, if I remember correctly, Temper was the only thing in the powering toolkit that was ninja learnable outside of having that saber bonk.
I think so, yeah. I can't remember where saber the spell was, but you got the bonk anyway, and then fast was too high level, and I think temper was like level 3 or 2 or something.
Yep.
So Rubes, I actually do have a question. Do you you found that bottle rather late in the game because you skipped a volcano for a while.
Yeah.
Do you typically check those hairpins before you go down, or was this just like a thing where you're thinking, I bet it's there, or what was your thought process there?
Yeah, I just kind of wanted to check them, and it just kind of depends. I was hoping it would be an armory, like the main part of the armory, and that didn't work out. And I think I was out of warps at the time also, so I was like, well, I guess I'll just full clear this. And of course, I find it third to last on that floor, I think. So,
Yep. Well, at least it wasn't in the one all the way around the winding hallway. So there's that small consolation prize at least.
Yeah.
Snake chest, if you will.
Mm-hmm, the snake bend.
Yeah, I felt really bad when I found him. Like, this was a very easy lose, but oh well.
Or if you played enough Archipelago, chest 15 in Volcano.
Oh. Well, I'll remember that.
Yeah.
It's chest 15.
Yeah, it's chest 15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one's 15.
That was 15. You can tell all the people. I was like, which one is it? It's 15. Oh, okay, I know where that. That's the actual numbering in the game itself. The numbers in the game are dumb.
They don't make any sense whatsoever.
Don't. Anyway, I'm good on questions. You got any others, Rojo?
No, I think we can, if you want to throw it over to final thoughts and take us home, I think we're good.
I think we're good. Rubes, you are the winner. What are your final thoughts here? How do you feel going into your next couple pod races?
Well, I mean, it is definitely nice to eke out a win. I mean, I figured Sawny would be very comfortable with this party, just a hunch, because he wanted to run it, and you know, clearly he did a very good job. It just maybe went a little too safe, which I get it. You don't want to wipe into him for, but no, yeah, it was a lot of fun. You know, thanks for having us. Thanks for comms. Speed Gaming, thanks for restream. It was a great time, and I look forward to my next couple races.
Tony, how about you? Final thoughts?
You're absolutely right. I did end up playing too safely, but believe it or not, this party comp isn't one that I am completely comfortable with. The Thief really is the only thing I am going to say I am 100% comfortable with. But this ended up being so much fun. Our Blursings were amazing for the party, and this was a very good race. So, GG's again, Rubes.
GG.
Michael Cobbs, what do you got for me? Final thoughts?
Oh, well, certainly a fun race. Didn't have too much divergence in the early game, but then we certainly found our divergence, around Volcano Ice time. So that was fun to watch. Certainly interesting to see the triple Black Mage Thief comp. That's one that I haven't personally seen this tournament, so that was certainly exciting to watch as well. And yeah, just certainly thanks to Sawney and Rubes for the great show, and thanks to Speed Gaming too for the host as well. And yeah, I think that's all I got for final thoughts.
Awesome. Well, I'm DarkMoonEX in the booth with Rojo, joined by Rubes and Sawneyrath. If you haven't already done it, give these guys a follow. They've done a fantastic job tonight, and there's going to be more action from everyone here throughout the tournament. If you like what you saw, want to see more, maybe you want to be a part of the community, come check out FinalFantasyRandomizer.com. There you can check out the randomizer, as well as get links to the Discord and the development Discord. We will already in the works, I know for a fact, we will have our new player boot camp, followed by a new player showcase coming up after the spring tournament. So if you're interested in what you saw here and want to learn the game and be a part of Final Fantasy Randomizer, we invite you to come out and check it out now. Get yourself ready, get some practice in, and start learning the game. And from there, we are going to have more broadcasts coming up tonight and throughout the next couple weeks, so keep watching here and through the rest of the Speed Gaming family of channels. From everyone in the booth, I'm DarkMoonEX, Final Fantasy Randomizer. Hope you're going to keep watching with us through these cracking games, and we will see you next time.